Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Seriously Funny, hosted by Mashnor Kabir. Um, episode 4. I'm considering not saying episodes and just letting it happen. Maybe one day if people just start listening back, some person with OCD will hear the episodes. It'll all be out of order and they'll go insane. Yeah, that wouldn't be too great. OCD sucks, by the way. Known people that have had it. It really sucks. Maybe I shouldn't be making jokes about it. Nah, most things are funny. um, but yeah, if you have OCD, bless your soul. I know that crap can be horrible. I believe in you. You can do it. I'm sure you can get some sort of control of it with some CBT or something. That's cognitive behavioral therapy. But yeah, what do we have to talk about this week? Only so much. Lil Peep, I'm going to music. Lil Peep released an album, his third posthumous album called Crybaby. Yo, it's fire, dude. If you like X, if you like Juice, if you like the emo sound, if you like punk, if you like chill music in general, yo, Crybaby by Lil Peep, very highly recommend. Go give that a listen, dude. Crybaby, Yesterday, Big City Blues, Skyscrapers, Driveway, 19, Ghost Girl. I like basically every song on here. White Tea is also on there, which was on the second posthumous album, Everyone's Everything, or Everybody's Everything. So I don't know why they put it on 2 albums, but they did. The song's fine, so I mean, whatever. But yeah, in general, yeah, that's quite the start. Lil Peep, man, really sad to lose him. Really sad to lose artists anytime, bro. I watched a Juice WRLD documentary that someone made on YouTube a few days ago, like 2 days ago, and there's so many clips of him saying things like, "We can't lose another one. It sucks to lose him," and yeah, I mean it's sad, losing him too. Not fun. Don't do drugs, kids. From the last podcast, that message. Yeah, still reading The Fifth Vital by Mike Malak, so that'll be coming in who knows how many weeks. But yeah, the book is amazing at the point I'm in right now. He just got out of rehab, so that's really fun. Except I will say at some point the head of the rehab center pulled him on a one-on-one meeting literally the day of his release and said, "We've seen people like you. You're probably going to be back here really soon." Man, that's so mean. I mean, imagine leading a rehab center, not believing in your patients, and telling them that on the day of their leading, planting doubt in their head, even if and Mike really did want to get better. So hearing that, it wasn't fun, and that sucks. So if you're trying to assist someone, I'm just I'm telling you now, believe in them, support them, have hope in them, and that'll do you much better than if you doubt them, even if they show signs of, that they won't be able to continue or stay on the right track. Then you just stay behind them and continue to support them and try your best to make sure they don't fall, and if they do, catch them. So yeah, that's a thing. Other than that, I came in here. Yeah, well, through the week, I think of different ways to start the podcast, rather than what to say in the middle, because I think starting it is the most important part. A little hook at the beginning. It's the beginning, and these attention spans these days, man, horrible. Crap. But I think measured, actually, goldfish have higher attention spans than human beings now. So yeah, that kind of sucks, man. We're losing in a war of attention span to goldfish, dude. Man, technology is really double-edged sword, isn't it? As someone who's on technology literally, all day, I meditate for an hour a day, so I mean, I guess aside from an hour, and whenever I shower, I guess. Actually, even when I shower, I'm listening to music, so maybe, frick, yeah, I guess, technology's engulfing most of our lives. It may be a problem. Too much of anything's a bad thing, huh? And whatever, I'm not here to preach about technology. I love technology, and I'm not giving it up, and I'm not going to tell anyone else to give it up. So, yep, Everyone that doesn't have technology, I hope you get it soon. I'm sure. I think Africa's getting better and better, but one day Africa, it's gonna be great when you have computers and money, and you're gonna be dope, and it's gonna be great to have another continent in the globalization of the world. It helps more than anyone thinks. Not only does Africa benefit, but everyone does. So hopefully in a few years, sooner than later, that'd be dope. Shout out Africa, get better, get more financially stable. I don't know, they need a good leader to open up the borders for globalization. That would help a lot. We've seen that in history. And so yeah, well, that was quite the tangent. Other than that, yeah, I mean, I'll go for a few minutes talking on whatever comes to mind. What does come to mind? I wrote a post this week on my blog called Demons. It was pretty alright. It spoke on the demons, just demons in general, I spoke on this last time when I was talking about insomnia. But yeah, demons are entities, things, beings that they just want to harm you for no other reason than to see you suffer. Yeah, they kind of suck. People can be demons, entities can be demons, things can be demons. Most of the demons that we know these days are under the names of, depression, regret, guilt, remorse, anxiety, chronic stress, insomnia, OCD, as we mentioned at the beginning of the episode, top of the episode, as they say. Man, I'm so fancy, bro. So, yeah, I mean, demons, they're not fun. They kind of suck, but is what it is. They wage wars sometimes, and sometimes it's battles. I've seen it done. You can win these wars and you can win these battles, and I believe in you. If you want to win them with strategy, with the help of allies, you really can win. You can beat the demons and get them out of your head and say, screw you. So yeah, F the demons. Stupid demons. Who they think they are, bruh? Just wanting to see people suffer, and they get nothing out of it, man. Come on, what a waste of your time. Go do something better with your life, you demon. Go make a business or something. I guess therapy is a business built on so many demons. Maybe they have built a business. Other than that, I listened to the last podcast, and someone told me I stuttered a lot in the last one. I don't think I stuttered very much, but I did say like, and uhs and ums a lot. And I think I've said a few in this podcast. I did the a few times. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hopefully this one is better and I don't stutter as much. I just did. Twice. Dang it. Half of that is how I speak, but yeah, in the microphone and for the podcast, I guess I shouldn't be doing that. So that's going to be a fun challenge to work on and grow in and change my speaking. So yeah, that'll be fun. Other than that, I guess recently I don't know, what have I been? I've been doing nothing. Sleep schedule is absolutely obliterated now. It's horrible and gross. I've been watching anime. Just started watching The Rising Shield Hero. Yeah, that's fire. Would recommend if you're an anime watcher. Would recommend if you're not an anime watcher. It's great. Yeah, watch anime. If you think I'm a weeaboo, you're dang right. I'm proud of it. Anime's fire, bro. If you don't watch it, you don't. But if you do, it's pretty cool. Actually, if you don't, it's pretty cool. I guess I should be turning people onto it. And for people who think about it and care, yeah, the window is open this time. If the birds start chirping, it will be less open. I think we're good for now. Sometimes they're really loud out there, but I guess it's like afternoon. They wake up late. I don't know. Maybe birds sleeping. I don't know how birds work, dude. Birds aren't real, all right? They're all government surveillance drones. That's all I'm saying, dude. All I'm saying, bro. Man, birds. Birds aren't real. Go to the subreddit. If you use Reddit, go to r/birds aren't real. It's enlightening. Such a funny subreddit. So yeah, that's life. I want to ask how everyone is, how everyone's doing, but the comments are so low, and I guess no one's gonna write out 5 million letter comments talking about their lives and how their week has been. But please do leave a comment. Didn't see much last video. I think I had one last video. Would love to see more. Cause man, I'm eyeing again. Dang, what a problem. Yeah, I need to figure out how to fill time in a different way other than us. Ah. Oh no, I did it again. Just looking down at my phone, trying to fill up the void of emptiness that gives some sort of sound into the microphone. As I look down at my phone and read the few show notes that I do have, one thing oh god, this what a problem. One thing I looked at and one thing I thought about as I read The Fifth Vital and this book is freedom is paradoxical, is one thing I wrote. And so sometimes when you feel more freedom, or when you get more freedom, objectively speaking, you feel less freedom in the end. And this can be exemplified in the paradox of choice, right? You have a lot of choices and it makes it harder. You can do more and it makes it harder. One of the examples I wrote here is when you have the freedom to eat as much as you want, and your brain will tell you to eat and eat and eat until you're full. And when you get full, it feels bad, and you're like, man, I can't eat anything anymore. I can't fit in another bite or another anything. If I put something in my mouth, I'll implode. I'll explode. It'll go everywhere. It'll be horrible. The hamburgers and all the fat stuff is just gonna pop out of me like a balloon. But yeah, so you suffer when you get full, but your brain also always tells you to get full when you're hungry. It's really weird, and it's something paradoxical. I don't know, maybe it goes in how humans can never be satisfied. God dang it. I mean, how sad. Let's hope that's not true. Be satisfied, kids. But the other thing I wrote was, it's like with the quarantine thing, I feel like the people who said before quarantine, man, I wish we could go into quarantine. Man, I just want a break from people, from work, and from everything, bro. I wish everything would just shut down. Those are going to be the same people, I'm sure, that already have, or will if they haven't, go on to Twitter and also say, man, I want quarantine to be over, dude. I need it to be over. Bro, man, I'm sure if you look at these tweets, dude, if you look at the people whining on Twitter about it, if you scroll up just a bit more, you'll see a few weeks ago or a few months ago, I guess now, man, it's been a minute. But a few months ago, they were saying, I want quarantine or something of the sorts. Probably didn't use that exact wording. And now they say they don't. Man, people. God, people. So yeah. And probably when it's over, they'll say they want to go back again after a few months. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, it really is weird. People are interesting creatures, aren't they? Paradoxical, strange beings. We lot are. So yeah, that's the thing. What's something funny to talk about? Something inconsequential. I have no idea. Oh yeah. Apple, iOS 14, iPod OS 14, Mac Big Sur. Apple held their keynote just a few days ago, from the time of this recording. Man, it was really fun to watch. It wasn't the same as a complete rework of iOS for iOS and iPad, but for iOS, the widgets that they're adding, in general, if you follow Android and Apple, you'll see that Apple is really just copying Android. And before everyone starts hating on Apple, this is a great thing. First of all, Android has copied from Apple. Apple has copied from Android. This is fine. I mean, if you're bringing features that people like, it's like something got tested for you by another company, so you use it. And Apple uses that method a lot. They will often let other people do things, and then they perfect the method before they release it themselves, which I believe. I'm a huge Apple fan. I've been following Apple since I was in 6th grade. I love Apple. Very big fan of their business, and who they are as a company and what they do. The keynote started with Tim Cook, speaking on the Black Lives Matter, and the company really speaking out about that. And I really love that. I wasn't expecting it all, but they really took the silence is not okay to heart. And I really, truly respect that. And also the video, the way that they carried out the keynote, if you watched it, oh my God, it was amazing. The creativity was wonderful, dude. It was marvelous. It was an amazing spectacle to watch, since obviously they couldn't, invite hundreds of people to clap and stuff. So the videography that went into work there was truly incredible. Shout out to the team that did that, and shout out to Apple in general. So for iOS 14, they're adding widgets. They're making everything compact, so Siri's not going to take over your entire screen. A call from someone won't take up your entire screen. They added some stuff to the camera and small stuff that they didn't talk about that I only know so much about. I haven't delved into the videos and into the beta videos. The actual update comes out in November or in the fall. I'm not sure if it's November exactly, it might be October, but in the fall sometime. Mostly the widgets are the biggest thing, but for everyone, most normal people that won't even know that the widgets are a thing. App libraries, being able to hide pages, and the compact UI is going to be really cool. And they added a lot of stuff to maps, and I love seeing maps get better and better and go against Google Maps more and more. I never had Google Maps on my phone, so seeing maps as an app get better and better is just wonderful and great for me. Yeah, that's iOS 14 and a bunch of other things. What else? Something else they added that I think was pretty big for the iOS. What was it? Trying to recall off the top of my head. No, I can't remember exactly. There's some back tap stuff and some really cool stuff they added. But yeah, in general, iOS 14, exciting update. I'm waiting for the huge update. Maybe iOS 15 will be that, but a rework, a design change. I mean, the widgets are really good. So I mean, iOS 14 is quite the rework, and I like it. And I like where iOS is now and the way that everything looks now. So I mean, it'd be interesting to see what they'd go to. Maybe animated icons, app icons. That would be cool, but I guess that would take up a lot of battery and stuff. I guess you'd be able to turn it off as well, though. I don't know. We'll see with next year. But iOS 14, really exciting, really cool. I love how they support their older devices. So iPhone 6S's and every phone that came after that will be supporting it, which is amazing. Apple loves to support their older devices, which is something Android doesn't do as much. So, and it's great to see that you can keep an old Apple device for so long without them just dropping you. So really nice. The next one was iPad OS 14, which same things as all the stuff on iOS, but the Apple Pencil has a lot more features, and that's really cool. Delving into that is, tougher. Scribble's a thing, so when you write stuff, it'll automatically turn your writing into normal words for a URL or text or something. So I think that's really from other than that, yeah, iPad got other things, but less focus on the iPad from me. God, figuring out the words, because how many people are excited about iPad OSs? Everyone has an iPhone. iPad, a lot of people have iPads, so it's going to be cool for them. Hopefully they'll be able to play around and it'll be a good upgrade, which it really looks like it will be. Picture is coming to the iOS 14. That's the one I forgot. You can minimize videos and just keep it on your screen while you do other things. Finally, it's been on iPad for a while, but they're finally bringing it to the phones, and that's dope and amazing and wonderful. Shout out Apple. That and the WatchOS 7. Yeah, WatchOS 7, I think it is. That was also announced, and they're adding sleep tracking, which was probably one of the biggest things, in hand washing, so it'll know when you're washing your hands and give you a timer. What a 2020 thing, bro. God, people are gonna look back on that and be, hey man, what a time to live, to be alive. So that'll be fun. But yeah, sleep tracking is the biggest thing that will happen for WatchOS 7, which is finally, everyone's been wanting that, and that's been one of the biggest asked for things in the watches. So that's really great that will happen. And then The biggest news they probably had was for Macs though, and Mac OS Big Sur. This is Mac OS 15, and so it's a rework, and it looks nice. And I don't use a Mac personally. I'm a Windows guy, but it looks great. But the biggest announcement they had was that they're switching from Intel chips to their own Apple Silicon chips, which to most people, most laymen, and probably most people listening to this, that makes no sense whatsoever. But that means that Apple will be making their own chips, which means the hardware and the software will be integrated, and they'll be from the same provider. And the amount of power that will give Macs in the future, oh, that's going to be incredible. Battery life is going to be so efficient. We've seen what Apple can do with such little RAM in the iPhones, but their efficiency and their ability to efficientize. Someone listening to this podcast has heard me use that word before. You're welcome. And to efficientize, their RAM and the usage of their processors is incredible. I mean, you might have Apple laptops that are lasting for, the batteries are lasting for 1 or 2 days. You know, they have not 1 day battery life, but 3 days, 2 days battery life, because the efficiency is just so high. And that's going to be absolutely incredible to see when they start rolling that out completely. Apple is really, really, really good at making their chips, and I'm really glad they're going to be putting it into their Macs now. You know, the iPad chip, the iPad Pro chip for this year, the 2019, not this year, last year, the 2019 iPad Pro is more powerful than most laptops on the market. Sorry, spaced out there. But yeah, it's more powerful than most laptops in the market when it comes to single and multi-core processing speed. It's incredible what Apple can do. And I mean, if you look at their chips, like in the last iPhone 11 Pro, I think it was 7 billion 7 nanometer chip, what was it? It was the, let's look it up. It was the A13 Bionic chip Apple specs. Let's 64-bit, 6-core CPU, Lightning. How many? Apple A13 Bionic chip. Apple, what am I looking up? Let's see. How many nanometers is it? And how many transistor count? Yeah, 8.5 billion transistors, which is absolutely incredible. How many nanometers is it? Apple A13 Bionic chip, nanometers. Can I find it? Oh, I can't find it. Yeah, it's a 7 nanometer chip, so it's just the size, and it's tiny, but it's getting more and more powerful, getting smaller and smaller. Hopefully the iPhones this year go to like 5 nanometers, 6 maybe, but 5 would be amazing. Yeah, it'd be really cool. The smaller we get every other piece, we can make the batteries bigger. Speaking of batteries, though, I mean, man, graphene batteries, bro, are actually the move. Solid state batteries or graphene batteries. Battery technology needs to improve and evolve and get into the commercial world. Lithium ion batteries, they suck. They're so bad. They don't last long. They get worn down over time. To keep them healthy, you can't charge them all the way. They destroy the environment. It's horrible. So when we do graphene, when we do solid state, and that really becomes a thing, bro, rocket ships, electric cars, that's what's holding the electric revolution back, is the batteries. So when they do the graphene stuff, it can hold charges for longer, it can charge quicker, it's better in every way possible. Yeah, that'll be really nice to see. Man, I've geeked out for how many minutes? Like 20 minutes. Oh my... Man, how many people have clicked off? But yeah, technology's dope. I mean, I'm going in for electrical engineering into college, so shouldn't be too much of a surprise. But yeah, I love technology. There you go. You learned about me. I'm an absolute nerd and geek. So maybe that's not as funny. But yeah, hopefully all the Apple fans out there, you'll be vibing out if you get a new laptop or Mac from them at some point. Or if you get the $5 million tower that they sell for, I don't know why, but they do. Yeah. We still have humor, man. Man, I'm really bad at this humor. The funny part, maybe I'm just not funny. Maybe I should just rename this podcast Serious Dumb Stuff. Serious Dumb Stuff. maybe that would be better. Other than that, what else do I have here? The other thing I wrote in my quote show notes, end quote, I jot things down that I don't jot enough down, but I jot some. Also from the Fifth Vital, I thought of regret. And one thing I thought that maybe regret isn't just looking back on something and wanting to take it back when you think, I wish I could change that. I wish I could go back and not do that, and wish I could go back and whatever. But maybe regret it could also come from your logical brain understanding that you shouldn't do something and having a lapse in control, letting your feeling brain take over and do something that you didn't want to do, that you knew was wrong, that you shouldn't do in the moment, and then the regret is instant, and just while you're doing it, you regret it, and it sucks. It must suck to just get have your feeling brain hijack your logical brain. I've had it happen a few times in my life. We all have our lapses in judgment, lapses in self-control, and it does suck. I'm not a man who does their whole regret thing, but for the people that do, for normal people that have to deal with regret, because it's a problem. I've been through a number of things in my life which have got me to a point in which I don't regret things, but yeah, maybe that's also a regret. And sometimes maybe you're not just regretting the thing you're doing, but you're also regretting the lapse in control, and you're regretting one or two things at the same time, maybe, and that would, man, maybe that's regret. I said to speak personally on regret. Like I just said, I don't do regret. I just, logically speaking, I don't think regret's a good idea, because, sorry to burst your bubble, but you can't go back in time. Yeah, sorry. Maybe one day, but no, probably never. Time is not something that you can go back in. I don't think we don't know what time is in physics yet, but I don't think it's something that can be traveled through or traveled backwards in. I think it's just something that marches forward, and we got to deal with it. So yeah, I don't think regret's great. And I look at who I am today, and I've done a lot of things that I'm not proud of. Definitely, I've done a lot of things that were 100,000% wrong. And at the top of the show, I spoke about demons a little bit. I was one of them. Suffering. I made people suffer for no reason other than to see them suffer, and it sucked. It's not good. It wasn't good. I was not in a great place in my life back then. And this is emotion. I never physically hurt anyone, and I was never a physical guy. I mean, I was always pretty tubby as a kid. So I mean, if I tried to get into a fight, I'd probably just get my bum absolutely destroyed. But yeah, I would. I did things. I made people feel bad. I would get people worked up and angry for literally no reason. Not to speak too much on my past, because again, maybe one day for a later episode. But yeah, I did horrible things. I was a very, very disgusting human being, and yeah, I mean, normally you'd regret those things, and I look at who I am today. I look at the things I've done in the past 2 years of the years that I've been working so hard to get better and better. And I look at the people I've assisted. I look at the people who've come to me. I look at the people who trust me, who love me, who care about me now. And all of that is because of everything I went through. I don't judge people, and that's, I think, incredible to me. That's something I really like. And I couldn't imagine looking at someone, at anyone, whether it be a homeless person or a rich person or a normal, just average Joe, and judging them, whether it be their appearance, whether it be their personality, whether it be what they have, what they don't have. That would be horrible. And I see people do this all the time, and it seems, quote, normal, end quote, to do it. But I couldn't imagine doing that. No, but I know that if I didn't go through all the things I went through, I probably would be judging people. I wouldn't have the credibility or the discredibility because I was so bad myself that I can't look at anyone and say you suck because I probably sucked more. So yeah, I mean, that's one reason I don't do regret, because it does come to who you are today. And if you're okay with that, if you're better today than you were a few days ago, the reason you're better is because you were who you were a few days ago. And pain, the things you do, the things you regret, they build you, and they give you things. As long as you learn the right way and the right way to do things. Regrets are mistakes, and yes, I've made multiple mistakes and I still continue to make mistakes. Like with the talking to people thing, I suck at it, still bad at it. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit in a second. But yeah, that's what regret is to me, and I don't think you should regret. Like I said, regret is a lesson. Learn what should be done so that in the future you don't do it again. You can't go back in the past to change what you did. So if you're sitting there and feeling bad about something you can't change, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your emotion, and you're wasting life in general, to put bluntly. And I say wasting emotion because emotion's a powerful thing and it can be used for such positive means. Don't let regret be an emotion that holds you back. Let your emotions push you forward. Let them motivate you. Let them move you. Let your anger turn into something to motivate. Let your anger motivate you. Let your sadness allow you to explore yourself. Let your envy, inspire you to go get it yourself. You can turn everything into a positive thing. Emotions don't have to be negative. They can all be positive. Joy isn't the only positive emotion. Anger can be positive. Sadness can be positive. All of them can be positive. It's just how you take the messages that they're giving you, because emotions aren't innately good or bad. It is what you take it and what you make it. So yeah, don't regret, kids. It's a waste of time. Sorry. Just don't make the mistake in the future, and that's the best you can do. And, as long as you're doing the best you can do, it's fine. What did I just say I could speak on? Oh, man. I literally just said something we could speak on. I forgot. What else is there? Who uses Reddit? I get on Reddit a lot. Reddit has some funny stuff on it, bro. I'm not much of a memer, bro. I don't do memes very much. But yo, some memes on Reddit are so funny. I don't save like 5 billion memes on my phone, bro. I can't do that. Memes are funny, but man, I'm not gonna save 500. I don't get it. I don't go search out for memes. That's not my humor. My humor is whatever's happening. Honestly, everything is funny in my opinion. Why take life so seriously, man? You're here, you're vibing. Just keep vibing. Just keep laughing. It's fine. If everything's funny, your life's gonna be better. Laughing is pretty great for you. Releases endorphins, lower stress. Is great. Shout out laughing. Maybe one day we'll have a podcast where I talk a lot more on laughing, because laughing is the laughing in itself is such a funny topic, because evolutionarily speaking, you're dying, you're letting lungs out of your air, you're vulnerable, you're crying, you're laughing. Laughing is gonna kill you. But obviously on your body it has such amazing and positive effects. Laugh more. But evolutionarily speaking, laughing makes no sense. There should be no reason to do it, but we do it, and it's great, and it's dope, and it's funny. Yeah. So laugh more, I guess. What else? Man, there's so much what else. I really need to write more show notes. My goodness. The Black Lives Matter podcast, episode 2, was probably the longest one, the one I had no trouble hitting any time on. Speaking on a serious, maybe short, funny, dumb topics just don't have much doability. Maybe they don't have much time. Maybe it's because funny can't be long term, because, like I said earlier, attention spans suck. Man, attention spans. One thing I read that I thought was funny, human history was just a giant penis measuring contest. And honestly, when I read the sentence, and this was from, what was it? Everything is Effed, a book about hope, a book about hope by Mark Manson. Oh, that was such a funny sentence. And when I thought about it, it was so true, man. Man, guys just out here, bro. I'm more powerful. No, I have more gold. No, I have this. I'm gonna take over the world and enslave all the Native Americans and claim that I founded India. No, first of all, you didn't discover America, Mr. Columbus. You're an idiot, okay? You thought the world was a pear shape and you thought it would take 3 days to get from Europe to India. Unfortunately, it took you 4 months and you didn't even make it to India. Loser. There are already people there. You didn't discover nothing, all right? The natives were there. Don't call them Indians. Native Americans. Thank you. Yeah, bruh. When my teacher said Indians, bro, like in the middle of class, I looked them in the eyes. I said Native Americans. Thank you. To one extent, because I'm Bengali, and that's right next to India, and I've been called Indian many times in my life. So no, Native Americans are not the people living next to my parents' mother country. I was born in America, so I guess this is my mother country. But yeah, man, Native Americans. Shout out Native Americans, bro. Some of them were really amazing. They built some amazing things. And you know the stuff they built, bro? Like, it doesn't fall. The thing has been standing for years and years, but we build stuff these days, and it falls in 50 years. And this is why we actually don't know the formula of the cement they used back in the day. Those Native Americans were geniuses. They made cement that we, at this point in our human history, don't even know how they did it. Incredible. Man. Human beings, but the primitive ones. Huge. Maybe they weren't primitive. Yeah, I guess that's mean. Human beings, but less technologically advanced ones. Amazing. Shout out to the Native Americans, bro. Man, living off the land, I couldn't do it personally. You know, I want to be a monk. I want to go to a temple. I want to go meditate for 700 hours a day. But cool, but sure. But man, I couldn't imagine living in a teepee, going around just hunting buffalo, bruh. You got to be a certain type of guy, bro. Like, camping is too much for me after 2 days. I'm like, dang, get me back to the world. Put me back in air conditioning. I don't have air conditioning in my house, so maybe not. Put me back with a roof over my head. If I want to look outside, I'll open my window. But yeah, I guess I'm not much of a camping. I love the outdoors. I love trees. I love going outside. But if there's not a trail, man, just like hiking and stuff, can't do it. Nope. Don't know what's in the forest. The forest is not my place. I'm a human being. I belong in my domicile. If there's not a trail, then it's okay. We won't walk there. Yeah. Speaking of trails, bro, you know, in Japan, I was watching this anime, they walk, you know, a lot of places. They bike a lot of places. Yo, the scenery in the hills, I think specifically like places like Kyoto in Japan are like fire, where you can just see those scenes that you see drawn out in anime, because it really is a thing. Man, I need to go to Japan one day. That would be so fire, dude. Yeah, I know a lot of people that want to go to Japan. Maybe we should just put in a bunch of money, get a group trip together, and go vibe out in Japan. That'd be so fire, dude. Where do I want to go? I want to go to Tokyo. I want to go to Kyoto, because that was recommended to me. There's some other Osaka, some other places that are just amazing I've heard in Japan. Yeah. Shout out Japan. Really, really civilized country. They're fire, dude. Japan's amazing. They're the most technologically advanced country as well. But, you know, at least we got Apple in California. Haha, yes, sir. Shout out Apple. Shout out Tim Cook. Shout out Steve Jobs was kind of a nutcase, but, you know, thanks for making the company, my G. Steve Wozniak, really a big backbone of the company. Back when it started, he's not in it anymore. He left sooner, back when Steve was alive. Yeah, he's a G, bro. He's a tubby, nice, dope, amazing guy. Shout out Steve Wozniak. He's still alive, still living, vibing. He's quite happy with his life. Love that man. Shout out to him. Glad his life worked out. Yeah. What a time. I hope you all like Apple too. All the Android fans out there. Psh, okay, dude. Now, if you're a Windows fan, I feel ya. Yeah, I want to build a PC tower at some point too. Mac is... I mean, it's cool because, like, ecosystem is really interesting of a concept, you know. to have, my text connected to my computer would be amazing, and FaceTimes and all that stuff connected to the computer would be incredible. But I'm a gamer, right? And so I need power. I need a graphics card, and so yeah, can't do the Macs, man. They're thin, they're light work, and if I became a sole editor, creative, then I guess it would be Mac. But for now, I'm vibing out on my Windows. I think I'm gonna continue to be using Windows for a very long time because I'm a gamer boy. So yeah, shout out to video games. Oh yeah, Apex Legends had an update too. That was pretty dope. I haven't played much of it yet. I'm recording this instead of playing that right now. You're welcome. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, I mean, after I finish this, that's exactly what I'm going to be going to do, which we might be finishing off here. I don't think I have anything else to speak on. We've hit our 40 minutes. Yeah, I definitely need to write more stuff out, and I have ideas for different episodes. I don't want to stick all of them into one, because then at one point do I run out of ideas. At some point, I'm probably just going to go to my blog and elaborate on things there. Should we do that now? I wonder. I talked about the demons post. Let's go whip my blog out. Think, create, inspire out here. Let's go find something I wrote when I started at 14 years old and go call myself dumb. I'm sure I said something that was completely and utterly wrong. I got a microphone in front of my face. I wonder how fast I'll be able to read this. 14 years. Did I start at 14? Yeah, 14. The bottle abstract. Man, these. Man. What are they? Thumbnails are funny. Honestly, they probably haven't gotten better. Whoa, the old ones. New things. Coincidentally, the first post I wrote for the blog was called New Things, and it was about starting new things and doing new things. And if you recall, and you've been listening to this podcast, episode 1 talked about new stuff and starting new stuff. So that's interesting how that worked out. Man, I guess things don't change as much. The heart makes money. Oh yeah, the heart makes money. Speaks on making money through passion and that stuff. And to elaborate, I guess, would be Logan Paul said it, but find what you're good at or what you have the potential to be good at, and then find a way to monetize it. Doing what you're great at is dope and amazing, and you should live your passion. But you also do need to, live. So find a way to monetize things so that you can survive. Oftentimes, if you do your passion, you'll do way more than survive. You'll thrive. You'll be doing amazing things and dope things, and you'll probably end up with more money than many. So, fulfill your passion, kids, and then figure out a way to monetize it. You do need to have smarts and a brain to monetize it. You can't just do what you love. There is a chance that you have money from something else, from another stream, and then you do it and you put it into your passion. And sometimes people just live their lives like that. Dave 2D, for example, he has a job, but he's been running a YouTube channel. He doesn't do YouTube full time. So yeah, it's a hobby for him, it's a passion, but he also does get paid from YouTube, I'm sure. So I guess both of them are his passions. He just likes stuff, likes doing stuff. That's cool. Yeah, monetize your passions. That was really quick, huh? 43 minutes. That's 3 whole minutes. All right. Well, I think for that, then I guess I'll leave it off here. I'll cut it off here. Thanks for listening, everyone. I need to say like and subscribe in the middle of the podcast, but I'm going to say it again at the end of the podcast right now. Please leave a sub. Please leave a like. And of course, please leave a comment. Really appreciate it. We'll read it and get to it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Seriously Funny, and I will see you next week after I find my mouse pointer so I can hit this record button.